Hello, you guys. I'm sorry that I'm late. I'll wait and start letting people get notifications. Anybody that's up. I see two people that's on. We'll start. We'll start. I've been lurking late at night. For some reason, I can't sleep. Because I didn't go to sleep until I didn't go to sleep until about 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah, I'm gonna let other people start getting the notifications. Hey, Miss Rita. Hey, plus size Betty. Miss Diane. What's going on tonight? I probably should have changed the subject. I said late night lurking, but I kind of wanted to talk about Honeycomb Brazy a little bit, because we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. Um, because what I was reading what was posted on Instagram about it looks like he was set up. Somebody had recommended those guys. He thought that they were professional security people. And I hate that for Honeycomb Brazy because, I was really hey Suave, I was really just proud of what Honeycomb Brazy was doing because it's like he was carrying Alabama, the whole state. Hey, Detroit Go Getters, thank you. He was like carrying the whole state on his shoulders, right? And so I could appreciate that. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that I really what because his music is really hot. And I don't even listen to rap like that, but I think his music was hot. I love that song he's got with Birdman. But I'm gonna tell you another thing that made me really start, rocking with him when he was going, him and Finesse two times and all of them, they were into it right. Not one time, Honeycomb Brazy kind of made fun. He kind of put a different type of energy into the atmosphere where we all was kind of tripping about it, right? Not one time it didn't. I didn't see where it got dark and he was telling people to go and take Finesse out, nor was he even with No Love. You see how him and No Love was kind of making fun with each other. And so when No Love put his mom on camera and stuff, I didn't hear Honeycomb Brazy say anything. I saw a lot of people saying, trying to egg him on to put an energy into the air where No Love could be taken out, but not one time did I see him do that. His energy was completely different, you know what I mean? And his platform was big. And I kind of think, like I said, he kind of, from what I can see, he kind of used it more responsibly and he wasn't putting all of that negativity into the atmosphere. That's the reason why I say free Honeycomb Brazy. I hate that they did that to him. I was just telling somebody that even though I know that he had gotten into it, he was mad with mob ties. And I had been saying, I was like, I hope Honeycomb Brazy, and I know that Honeycomb Brazy and them are in their like early 20s or mid 20s or whatever, and they're still young, and even when you get into it, because I'm hearing that, he kind of exposed Jay Prince a little bit and the shady business deal as it relates to him, them getting his money from his social medias and stuff like that. And I was like, and he had said that they claim that he said that um supposedly when he was mad somebody had slapped Jay Prince Junior. And I was like, well, I hope, I know a lot of times people claim to kiss and make up, all we cool or whatever, but that's what they do when they want to set you up. Because some people, we see how evil the music industry, just the whole entertainment industry seems to be as a whole, right? And I was like, I hope he does not get too trusting because I think that they want to. I think they want to set him up, and that's what it's looking like. So, your cousin named Tony stay in Memphis. Okay, what part of Memphis does your cousin named Tony stay in? Hey, Robert. So I really want to see HoneyKomb Brazy free. And but I was looking at some of the vlogs. They're saying that his case have been picked up out of Fed. So I guess I hate that. I do believe that they set him up. I absolutely do believe it. Um South Memphis. Okay. I grew up in South Memphis. I grew up in South Memphis. I hear you. Um Hey, Holiday Tracks. Mm, mm, mm. Kawana says she thought she just read he's out on bond. I hope so. Let me see. Let me look and see. Let me see if he's out on bond. And what they posted on his page 5 hours ago, I believe in God. I will be home soon. Let's see.
Officers found guns and drugs. Yeah, that's right, Lee. It was December 18th. The Mobile County Sheriff's deputy noticed that the sport utility vehicle had tinted windows, had pulled it over at exit 22 on I-65 in Crayola. Court records filed last week indicate that law enforcement officers found guns and drugs. An affidavit filed by an FBI task force officer says a sheriff's deputy noticed a 2022 Cadillac Escalade was in the passing lane for too long on Interstate 65 and had tinted windows. The driver was listed as 31-year-old Mobile resident Mason Fuller. Court documents say he was wearing a soft body armor labeled enforcement and had a bulletproof vest inside the vehicle. The passengers were identified as Nashawn Jones, who is known by HoneyKomb Brazy, and a 39-year-old Houston man named Miguel Hall. According to the affidavit, deputies found a Gerson 9mm pistol near where Fuller was sitting and a Smith & Wesson AR pistol under the third row seat near where Jones and Hall were sitting. All three were prohibited by law from having guns, Fuller because of a protection from abuse order signed by a judge in Georgia, and the other two because of prior felony convictions. The affidavit also alleges that deputies found a partially smoked marijuana cigarette in the ashtray and a liquid medicine bottle that investigators believe may have been a syrupy narcotic drink known as lean. Jones has put out a number of rap music videos depicting guns and violent lyrics. He's been arrested several times, most recently in November on a charge that he exposed himself to a corrections officer at Mobile County Metro Jail in October 2021. Mobile County District Judge Spiro Chariagatis dismissed that charge on December 13th after the victim indicated that she didn't want to move forward. That was just 5 days before the traffic stop on Interstate 65. Jones has experienced the criminal justice system from the other side as well. Investigators say Jones's grandparents were killed in a drive-by shooting and fire in 2022. Investigators believe the killing was revenge against one of Jones's associates. The first murder trial in that shooting is scheduled for May. Jones and his co-defendants in the latest gun case, meanwhile, will appear in U.S. District Court. A date hasn't yet been set. Reporting live from the News Center, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.
He says, I believe in God so much. I will be home someday soon. Wow. I hate that for Brazy. I really do. I hate that. And it's like they bringing up all of his past. I mean, but that's what they do when they want to try to hang you. They trying to see if his DNA is on the gun. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, the Alabama hitter, but he from the big sip. Those princes are some evil people. I never had any good feelings about Finesse. When he got out, you can see he's a demon in the flesh. My life says so he was allowed to keep his firearm while fighting a DVP, which his job required him handling firearms for security. So that affected HoneyKomb Brazy rights as a citizen with legal security. They're saying that the security wasn't legal. I don't know though. I don't know. Free HoneyKomb Brazy. That's what I say about that. Free HoneyKomb Brazy. Cause HoneyKomb was blowing up. He was blazing. He was. I kind of believe that it's engineered. I know people say, well, he did it to himself. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe he did think that they were legit security. All garbage charges in Detroit, they have let them go for that unless someone was behind it and planned it. But fake dude wearing an enforcement vest. Mm-mm-mm. One wasn't because of domestic violence case that he didn't know. Hmm. I tell you. You guys hit the like button for me. So yeah, free HoneyKomb Brazy. Hey, his people are saying that you know the mob ties set him up. Hey, I don't know, but it's possible. I'm gonna have to sit my behind up because I when I'm laying down I get sleepy. And which I guess I do need to be sleepy, but if I get off of here, I ain't gonna go to sleep because I gotta write another report. I think it's going to make it harder on finesse because Brazy folks not digging the setup. Yeah, you could definitely see that Brazy was blazing his own trails, even though he was still, on mob assigned to mob ties or rap a lot or where whoever he signed to, he was still doing his own thing. You know, you didn't hear him screaming mob ties or he was kind of blazing his own trails. That's what it looks like to me. Sometimes, when because I know Finesse had made sure he mentioned mob ties and had them all in the videos and all of that. Um, maybe somebody took it personally. I don't know if this is true that he wasn't paying homage to them. I don't know. Um, a fake dude wearing an enforcement vest. Um, I think it's going to, yeah. Hey, Cypress, what's going on? I'm gonna make me some coffee. But I did drink me a little wine tonight. The reason why I had some of that that Sweet Water. I drank the rest of that Sweet Water pineapple. So I'm just glad I ain't, because I drank quite a bit of it. It's real sweet. It's real good. It's not as strong as the regular Sweet Water, because I probably would be out, because I can't drink but a little something because I get sleepy. Hey, Lucille. That's just like now they trying to mess with BG, calling him a snitch. All BG trying to do is make money and music and stand out the way. Yeah, BG is in his 40s now, and I don't know where all of that energy comes from, because even you know in the past, I'm thinking about BG. Um, he came from my era. I don't remember BG being a real vocal person that was in the midst of a whole lot of stuff. I don't remember that. I don't. The only time I've seen BG go off is when he was angry about Cash Money beating him out of his money. And I remember him saying that Baby had kept him sedated, kept him on drugs so that he couldn't be aware of what they're doing. But they've since reconciled since then and all of that. But yeah, I was looking at a video where BG, and I guess that was his wife. They went somewhere to a school or something, or somewhere, and they gave back to the community. BG been doing his thing. He's very proud of his accomplishments. He had a graduation. The brother is trying to do something better. I think the sad thing is people want you to stay stagnant. When they see that you're trying to do better, even though you're in the music industry, you have evolved. For some reason, people don't like for you to evolve. They start wanting to talk about you. They're talking about how awkward he is. Well, he's got to get acclimated again to the outside world. The man been locked up for 13 years. So it's a lot of stuff. 13 years is a long time. It's a lot of things have changed. So he's got to get acclimated to a lot of this stuff. He's got to bring himself up to date. Hell, F them. He probably don't need to be around them people. It's a damn shame. Sometimes people want you to feel a certain way because they be wanting to set you up again like they did HoneyKomb Brazy. Maybe BG is not making himself readily available to these people so they can set him up. So what they want to do is start talking about him. Um, I met BG. He was doing shows and needed that fix to perform. I'm glad he's clean. Yeah, me too. I remember when Turk was first arrested. Some years ago, Turk was arrested for they claimed that he shot some deputy sheriffs. Okay. But I was working for the police department at that time, and the rumor. I mean, they was quiet with it, but the rumor around the police department was that another deputy sheriff shot that officer, and they tried to put it on Turk. And I believe that's the reason why, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember everything verbatim, but if I'm not mistaken, Turk might have got those charges dropped because he didn't shoot that deputy sheriff. From my understanding, Turk was hiding in the closet or something because he was scared. When the deputy sheriffs came into the house or something, and Turk was hiding in the closet. But now, let me just say this: another reason why Turk may have had some stuff dropped is because I remember myself, because I was at work that night when Turk came down there, and they was trying to question him at the time. And I'm happy to see Turk, because I had never looked at his vlog, but I just happened to look at his vlog this morning, right? And he was saying a prayer. He was talking about people trying to divide and conquer. And so People was trying to divide and conquer, and but and he's come a long way, because I remember I was at work that night. Turk came down there. They had him in the homicides division, I believe. That's the division he was in that night. They was trying to question him, and they was having to walk him, and he was in a real bad way. I don't know what kind of drug he was on, but he was on a drug. I don't know if it was heroin or what, but he was shaking. He was out of it. Like he was really he was really tweaking real bad. And so I remember one of the investigators saying that he wasn't even coherent. He wasn't even in a position for them to be trying to question him. But the senior investigators questioned him anyways, which I would think, with the way they was constantly walking him up and down the hall to try to keep him up, that was probably illegal anyways. So I don't know if that's how he got off, because he was not in his right mind. They was not supposed to question him. They were supposed to let him detox. He wasn't in his right mind. So because he was so geeked up. It was a sad thing to see, though. It was a sad thing to see. But um it was already whispers that another deputy sheriff made a mistaken shot, that deputy sheriff, and they put that, I think Turk got off. I think that charge was dropped, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't keep up with it. I used to go to work sometimes, and I would see people standing out there with with signs saying free Turk and all of that sometimes. But I didn't really keep up with that. But I just know that it was whispers within the police department that he didn't shoot that officer, that another officer made a mistake and shot his fellow officer. And um yeah, let's see. Detroit Go Getters 2. He was on Boy and Girl. He said that himself. So what is Boy and Girl? Is that heroin? Yeah, he was in a bad way. They weren't even supposed to be questioning him. But because he was not coherent and he was real bad off, it's a sad thing. It is. It's a sad thing to see somebody tweaking and really just stoned out of their minds. And he was not faking, he was stoned, because they were having to walk him up and down the hall. I remember that. They weren't even supposed to be questioning him. They should have been trying to get him to a damn hospital. Hey Nola girl. They're trying to separate him and BG. Mm, mm. So who's trying to separate him and BG? Who is it? And you better know, if they're trying to separate them, they always try to divide and conquer for a reason. BG has come out blazing. So I think BG probably need to be careful, because he will be more of the bag. He's come out, he's blazing, and a lot of times they try to isolate the person that's getting ready, that's making the money. They will try and do that. How are you going? How are you so young on hard drugs like that? I don't know. You know what? Heroin, and I hear people say all the time, like, it's been in the black community, but back in the like late 90s, early 2000s, I was shocked to hear that so many people down in the New Orleans area was on heroin. Around the Memphis area, a lot of these younger adults is on it now, but around our era, when it was hard in New Orleans, when it had hit New Orleans, and we was hearing about it, we was like, wow, we didn't even know. A lot of us was saying, wow, heroin was like a white person's drug. I didn't even know so many African American New Orleans was on heroin back in that era, when BG and them was on it. And you're right, they were very young. Yeah, I like BG, and they need to leave BG alone. They understand he's institutionalized. They're trying to pressure him. Um, I can't understand why the media is going so hard on him. And you have to watch stuff like that when the media is going so hard on somebody. Sometimes I see the games that the industry play. If the media starts going hard on him, it causes him to retreat. It causes people to retreat and conform. A lot of these trolls and stuff that be on these vlogs work for record companies. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Back in those days, early 2000 up north, people was getting turned out on dust. Oh wow. Is angel dust still around? Is that what you're talking about? Is angel dust? Because angel dust at one time was so bad, people was running and jumping out of like windows, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 story windows, because they thought it makes them hallucinate. They thought that they could fly. He says, right, so young on hard drugs. I know. It's so sad. Karachi. Yeah, cyclidine still around. So that's what it is, PCP. Everything is around. Sometimes they change the names of it, right? Mm. Yes, girl. Angel Dust was getting naked, attacking cops, throwing babies. They have a drug that make people want to go and eat people's flesh. I forget the name of the drug that make people want to eat folks' flesh. It's sad. Move, Rimrod. Move, Remy. It's sad. I'm glad I've never wanted to do any type of drugs. I've never even smoked weed in my life, and don't want to. I'm allergic to smoke anyways. My uncle got messed up on PCP. Oh wow, that's sad. I give praise to God for never having a desire. I've never had the desire to want to do drugs nor try them. I've never even wanted to try them. They used to lace their weed with PCP. Oh God. I hear now people are lacing their weed with fentanyl. So people that's always wanting to smoke with everybody, they need to be careful about that. People lacing their weed with fentanyl. I don't know. I can't get with men, and this is just me. I can't, I be watching. I'm like, I can't understand how men be sitting up sharing weed. They be constantly passing the weed around the room and they putting their mouth on it, sucking off of the joint. Y'all know I still call it a joint. They all putting their mouth on one joint. I don't know. It's something that seems just unsanitary about that. A whole lot of different women do it too. They all smoking off one joint. Everybody putting their mouth on the same joint. Oh, that's just nasty. I never smoked weed, nor have I drank any type of alcohol, no wine, no none. Only time I drank was on my 26th birthday some years ago. Well, I like me some wine, but as far as other liquor, now one of my I got to go get me some I wrote it down. I think he sent me one of my subscribers sent me some money to go to the liquor store and get some Ciroc. I think that's what he said get. I had put it in my phone. and he was like, "It's gonna be good." So that'll be my first time trying Ciroc. Um, Deshaun said it's really gay as F. Kuwana, are you talking about Tony from the group High Five? Yeah, he was sniffing. He died from sniffing. Is it, what is it that you put in the air conditioner? Is it Freon? Is it Freon or I forget what it's called. Okay, it's Freon. Yeah, he liked to sniff the Freon. That's a darn shame. So he would want the Freon that when people have air conditioners in their window. Try coconut, Ciroc, and pineapple juice. Really good. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm gonna have to make sure it's when I'm at home and I don't have to go do anything. Because I already know I'm gonna get real relaxed and go to sleep. Ciroc is smooth and good, straight or mixed with juice. I'm gonna mix it with pineapple juice. I do love and I'll probably go buy some pineapples too because I like to put fruit and stuff in my wine. Yep, it's a lot going on. It's just sad. ALC is poison. Nah, you're gonna be twerking if you drink that. It's gonna sneak up on you because it tastes good. That's how that sweet bitch is. I'm telling you, I love drinking sweet bitch. And it's so sweet and good. It sneaks up on you. I have to watch myself though, because when I get to drinking a little bit, I get to thinking about all of my relatives that have passed away. I be thinking about stuff that happened 20 years ago and I get to crying. I get to crying. Um, I get real melancholy. Water and drink packs. Water and drink packs. Oh, he's saying alcohol is poison. I'm telling you, I get to thinking about like my great aunts. I sure do miss Aunt Ida. I get to whine, so I have to watch my drink for the ladies, Alizé and Hypnotic. I just wish I could see the day when black folks learn to love one another. Life too short for all of the hate. I agree. Life is too short for all of the hate. Like I said, it's a darn shame, that people spend most of their time trying to dig graves for other people when they could use that energy to be trying to build some type of generational wealth for themselves or their families. They would rather take that energy and put it into trying thinking that they can control someone else's destiny. And I think our community is real bad about that. Our community is real bad. Um, mm, mm, mm. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Like I was saying earlier on the vlog I did earlier, I said I never thought I would live to see the day where women got so much gratification out of seeing other women hurt. As a people as a whole, like we're completely screwed up. You know, hey, I look at like because I go to the African braiding shop and get my braids done. I see how um the Africans stick together. Like their food and stuff, sometimes with their food, you could smell it. It smells so good. And they even buy their seasoning from out of the African store. That's the reason why, people be thinking those African stores ain't making no money because they look all rinky dink, but they make money because the all of the Africans go into those stores and they have herbs and stuff from over in Africa, their seasonings. Um, you know, they support each other. Yeah, they stick together. So those stores don't go out of business. My cousin passed away in September, remember? He passed away from OD. He was sniffing heroin, shaking my MF and head. Wow, that's so sad. Rest in peace to him. But in our culture, I see in our culture, hey, I've spoken about this so much. Like we see how everybody set up in the black community and hijack the black community, the nail shops that are in the black community, the beauty supply stores. Now I see the Hispanics or the Asians have started selling. They've made so much money off of black people. They've now started selling there in our communities around the Memphis area. They've started selling the beauty supply stores to the Hispanics. Okay, why is it that black people are the number one consumers, yet as black people, we're not working to try and own some beauty supply stores. And even if you got a few black people that do, it should be more blacks. If they're going to be in a black neighborhood, we should be dominating it. But the problem is that we can't stick together. The Asians stick together, the Hispanics stick together. They have the spirit of the African, okay? Because Hispanics are black people, okay? They're black people that's mixed with a little something else that didn't want to be black, okay? And so, but they have the spirit of the true African. They stick together. The only people that don't stick together is the damn African Americans. Like I said, I think I get real tired of hearing black people talk about, well, the white mains had did this, put drugs in the community so that the white mains just put drugs in the community so that he could take our community down. Well, why you taking drugs? Why you doing drugs? At some point we have to take responsibility for what goes on within our very own community. We're always looking for the next great white hope. Well, what the president gonna do to save us black people, sis, or who they gonna get to be our leader to lead us out of bondage. No, it has to start within. It has to start within. We could lead ourselves out of bondage because a lot of these damn criminals is growing up in your household. Why don't you start looking into what your children doing? Um, my brother drank himself to death. Oh wow. White Hispanics like Cameron Diaz and Christina Aguilera are not black. No, they're not. I don't even think Christina Aguilera is a Hispanic. She just got a Hispanic last name. Lori says you ain't telling nothing but the truth. Um, Switchby says no. There are some black-owned hair stores here, but they had really bad products. Was told the Asian people was blocking them from vendors, so they couldn't buy. And that's what Asian people do. Because a lot of the products are bought over in the Asian countries. When black people start trying to, first of all, back in the day, what I found out was that a lot of black people own like beauty supply stores. They did. They own beauty supply stores, but they was not getting rich off of them. But they had those businesses forever, you know. And so what they started doing was allowing like the Asians and the Caucasians to buy them out. And so once they got the black people out of the the beauty supply business, they bought them out. They made sure that they cornered the market to make sure that they could never start um um to make sure that they could never start owning, we could never corner the market again. But hell, the way to do that is, I mean, when people say, well, they just won't let us in. Okay, they won't let us in, so here, this is what we're gonna do, because we're the number one consumers. We ain't gonna buy none of their damn products. We won't go in their store. I mean, you shouldn't even want to go in a store where people are following you around the store and letting you know they think you're a damn thief. That, and see, that's what pisses me off about our people when they sit up and talk about, well, I can't go into no black business because black people says they ain't attentive, if they ain't rude. The Asians, when you walk up in their store, they follow you around, talk bad to you, let you know that they think you're a damn thief and you can't stay out of there. So it all just equates to, we don't want to support each other. So if the Asians are blocking vendors and stuff, there's a way to fix that. They won't let us in. Okay, well then we just won't spend our resources with them. They'll go out of business. But we can't do that though. Um, those two queens in Mobile, California had that happen and now are selling out of their garage. Sad as heck. See, the black people need to come together within the community and decide that they're not going to support the beauty supply stores. So, okay, so you're gonna block black people from having vendors. Okay, so you won't be getting generational wealth in our neighborhood because we ain't coming into your damn store. So we're not going to do that. The only time we team up and try to go out and get people to team up is to go against another black person. Well, Tamara had thinks she's some. We all need to team up and go up against her. You have men acting like a bunch of damn bitches going at women. You got men that be involved. Yeah, we all gonna go up against them. So I don't be kidding when I say I didn't grow up around men like that. I grew up around true soldiers. I grew up around real men. They didn't have time to be going at women. They didn't. So we all gonna rally up so we can go against that black business and put them out of business. Meanwhile, it's okay for everybody else to come into the black community and hijack our resources. Because anytime other communities come into the black community, what they do is they come and set up shop in our community. They ain't giving nothing back. I was sitting in an Asian nail shop some years ago, and this lady had her daughter with her, and she asked the Asians, y'all know how the kids be selling those little chocolate bars, like those almond bars, they be $1. She had been going to that nail shop. She was in there laughing and talking to them folks. She thought them folks liked her. Her daughter was sitting there and she said, y'all gonna buy some chocolate, y'all gonna buy some chocolate for my daughter. She trying to win. She need to sell so many. And she started explaining, no, we have someone we buy chocolate from. We already have someone we buy chocolate from. She said, I come in here every 2 weeks. Y'all can't spend $1 with my daughter? No, they're not going to spend no money in our community. They only come to our community to hijack our community. But but I'm gonna tell you something. People do what they can do or what they're supposed to do to provide for for their families, to create generational wealth. If the black people, we don't have any issues with nobody hijacking our community as long as it's not another black person that's trying to flourish. Oh, they going up too fast. We got to hurry up and do something. We see how these niggas was acting on here. YouTube don't even pay nothing. Doron says, all this lady do is, yeah, I see why she ain't got no man. Bitch, and I see why you ain't got now neither. Okay, I see why your man left you too, ho, because I bet you's another man, bitch. Get your ugly ass off my damn vlog. You sound familiar. Go get your man back and have him to put his dick back up your booty hole. Get out my chat. Moderators, get that shit out of my chat. He sound like somebody that came into my chat before. I don't know why these dudes be worried about whether I got a man or not. It would be normal for me to get a man. What's your excuse for having a man and you one, bitch? Okay. That's right, Lori. They are called bloodsuckers of the community. I bet you we couldn't go and set up shop and dominate their communities. They're not, hey, even if they couldn't stop us from coming to their communities, what they're going to do is strategically stop us. They're going to get together and say, we're not going to go and shop. If we started setting up shop in their communities, they're going to smile in your face. Okay. They're going to smile in your face and wave at you every day and pass right on by your business until you go out of business, because they know how to be strategic. Hey, Robert Lee. New to you says it's crazy why they come in the chat. Yeah, they come into the chat. They be making up fake names and stuff, but that sounds familiar. But that's what these men do. That's what these men do. She ain't got no man. They man been and left them, and they want to come in here and mess with me. Your man ain't with me. I don't like gay men. I don't date. Well, I will say this: I don't date gay men. I don't date gay men or bisexual men. Okay. Um. Nola says Asians ask a lot of questions to get you comfortable and would never support you. Absolutely not. They would never support you. Right, and have the city messing with you about permits and licenses. Absolutely. Lucia says, sad tell me. I'm telling you, they sad. Now watch, they're gonna go and make another page because for some reason they got an obsession with me. I don't date bisexual men or gay men. Okay, go on with your life now. Stay out of my chat. Go get back up. They be mad. Yeah, they be mad. See, I'm gonna tell you what be going on. They be mad. They get to thinking about, she ain't got no man. She available. She gonna see. They be mad at women because they saying women don't have to hide their lifestyle. They can be out in public with their man and they can lay up and talk about how Peter is good to them. But I'm a man. Society don't make it easy for me to confess my love for Peter and sucking wing wing and all of that. I can't do that. I mean, it's more acceptable now. Stay out of my damn chat and profess your love for your man. Leave me alone. Real men, right? Real men don't do stuff like that. You couldn't pay a real man to do nothing like that. And I'm gonna stay single until I run up on a real man, and a real man ain't gonna be in my chat trolling because real men don't do that. They have to be on their real man stuff. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. A lot of these men have complex problems. They be mad at their ex-wives and their baby mamas, and it's something about strong women that drive them crazy. I'm gonna tell you something about strong, good women like myself. When we encounter a strong man, we know how to submit and let that man lead, especially when you know he got balls and he's a strong, authentic, sane man. He's not shell shocked, he's not mentally ill, he's not weak, he's not crazy. He knows how to lead. Okay, even strong women submit and let strong men lead, not mentally unstable trolls on the damn internet that's on the download. Okay. Kawana says, I never see you cussing. I don't know if they be running or what, girl. I be laughing. I never see you be cussing. Yeah, they be getting on my nerve. I don't know why they like coming in here telling me that's you ain't got no man because you always be doing this. Why they worried about what I got? Jealous of women that don't have to put up with their mess. Right. They be mad. They be wanting when they see strong women, weak men, the first thing that comes to their mind is, because they start thinking about a lot of the stuff that they have been through with women or men. Hell. But see, a lot of it is they be mad at strong women. They be mad at women, period. Okay, we get on here and we talk about, because I'm going to get my nails and toes done tomorrow. Okay. And so we get on here, we talk, we can go get our nails and toes and stuff done. I'm probably gonna get pink. I'm gonna get a pink tomorrow. Well, they get mad. These men, they swear they thugs and stuff, but they be getting mad. Why she get to go wear fingernail polish and toenail polish? They be wanting to go and get their nails and shit done. But they feel like it's not acceptable. I'm supposed to be a thug. I can't even wear my pink. Bitch, you already wearing pink panties, hoe. That's the reason why you on here messing with me. And I wouldn't dare be with a man like you, because I gotta be with a real man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about me. Okay. Even with me having issues with men in the past, they were all straight up men. They were real men. Okay. They weren't no damn sissies. Yeah, he a damn bottom boy. Hey, the real little T. Sprinkling his glitter. Get from over here. That's right. I'm telling you. That's what they mad at. See, I used to, when I would go to the nail shop, I was like, because when I go to the nail shop and stuff, I always like to go to the Macy's or the dealers to see what kind of shit sale they got on heels, right? I like to go in there. So when I would go in there, when I would leave the nail shop, I would go over there. Y'all remember when I was posting videos? Girl, I had to stop posting them videos showing my toes. Them sissies went crazy. Not the straight men, the gay men, the undercover men went crazy. They was jealous. Why she get to wear heels and show her toes and I got to go home and lay up under my wife? Nigga, wear your heels. Go to the hotel room like you been doing when your wife at work, and put on your heels and your dress and stuff and be with your man. Um, you can be a strong woman and at the same time be humble. A man wants a woman that can help him build something. That's so true. Hey, Real 72. I ain't seen you in here in a long time. I'm glad you hit the like button. Um, with that bunion sticking out. You been in school? What are you taking up? I'd be happy to see people doing good. Oh my God, that is so awesome. You're gonna do very well. You're gonna make a lot of money too. Is Robert Lee still in here? Robert Lee used to always get on my lives when I was on Facebook. Yeah, shout out to Real 72. He's in school. He's gonna be an engineer. He's gonna do very well. See, I love seeing black men do well. I do. I never understood why black men, not all black men, but a lot of black men felt like that black women was their enemy, that we were against them. Now I'm against a dick in the booty sissy that want to get on here and troll. But as far as real men, I can't understand that. I think until there is some reconciliation um within our community as far as black men and black women, I think our community is going to continuously be off of balance. It's going to have to be some reconciliation because there's a lot of it's a lot of disconnect. I don't know, as it relates to black men not trusting black women not trusting black men. It's going to have to be a reconnection. um I think the media started that narrative back in the day and kept perpetuating it. I think so too. I think so too. A lot of it is just pure ignorance. It is. You know, I don't think a lot of black men understand that a lot of the reasons why they can't catch a break is because of how they feel like they're supposed to treat black women. And it only happens within our community. They don't understand that black women are a blessing. And black women weren't put here for them to use or to come up off of or abuse and call all out of our names and stuff. We give birth to black men, and they feel like their one and only job, a lot of them, is to disrespect black women, and we give birth to them. That's weird. It's all because of propaganda and by design to keep the black man from excelling. I love black men. I do. And I love black men that work hard, that try, that understand what their position is, and their position is to be righteous, right? So that they can lead. They're really supposed to be the ones leading the black community. So when you hear me say, it's supposed to start inward because women are the models, right? We set the tone for everything. Okay. So so when you hear me say that, we're always looking for people on the outside to come in and be and fix our community. Other communities don't do that. They get together and they come up with agendas to fix their community. The black men, the righteous black men, are supposed to be the ones leading the damn community. Instead, when people sit up and talk about the police arresting people and taking them to jail, I'm not saying that the police is right all of the time, because I know there have been a lot of police that are wrong. But okay, so the black men are supposed to be leading and protecting the women and the children and the community as a whole. One black man can't do it. One or two can't do it. It has to be all of them. So when you hear me saying we're supposed to fix our own issues, no rapist, no killer, no nothing is supposed to feel comfortable enough to be violating the black community without the righteous black men. And like I said, it can't be a handful of them, because it's strength in numbers, right? Without there being some repercussions. If they don't want the police coming in taking their asses to jail, the black men supposed to already handle that. And as a matter of fact, they supposed to have a fear of violating their very own community, because they know it's going to be some repercussions, because it's going to be handled within the black community. But instead, what we hear is a lot of people complaining about the damn police. And then when people when black people, black men or black women feel comfortable enough to do heinous stuff in our community, instead of the black men handling that, coming together and handling that, they be standing on a damn corner hollering and drinking with the rapist. It ain't no order in our community. People don't want to hear that. They don't like it when I say that, but it's the damn truth. Me too, Dima. I love intelligent black men. Like, to me, I mean, you can almost get a climax off of talking to a intelligent black man that just he knows his history. I love people that, because see, I love to study about my history. I love everything about studying about our history, right? He knows his history. He's intelligent. He's not arrogant. He's humbled. He's lovable, but he's strong. I mean, his aura just shows his strength and his firmness. I love it. Like my granddaddy was a real tall. He was like 6'5", and he was real dark, and he had red eyes and stuff. My grandmother's husband, her second husband, right? He never said more than two words to people, but he was very intimidating. People already knew they couldn't play with him. Even though he was a kind-hearted soul, people knew that they could not play with him. I remember one time my mom and my grandma had went out of town to Indiana. And so I stayed in Memphis. I was about 16. I stayed in Memphis with staying at one of my aunt's house, right? And so my granddaddy was at home. And so I remember, because I remember going over to the house to get some of my clothes, because I was going to stay with some of my cousins. And I could hear him in the back. He was sitting there looking at the TV like he heard me come in. He didn't get up he didn't say who in the house. He didn't say nothing. When I walked in the back, he knew that my grandma and them were already gone out of town. So I could have been an intruder or anything. And when I walked in the back in my room to get my clothes, he never looked up. Like, he was still just looking at the TV. And so I remember telling my grandma that. I was like, he didn't get up to see who I was. He didn't get up to see if it was an intruder in the house. He never moved. He just kept looking at the TV. And she said she had said something to him about it. And this, I just remembered this. I love brave men. She said he was like, well, I didn't know who it was, but I knew it was gonna be one or two things. It either had to be one of y'all that was coming in the house, or if it was an intruder that was coming in the house, only one or two things was gonna happen. Either I was gonna go down or he was gonna go down. I said, that's a brave man. They knew not to play with him. Nobody ever tried to play with him. And he wasn't intimidating. He was very quiet. He was very kind, but he was very firm when it came to dealing with other men. And when I say other men, because he was like, he just let my grandma have her way. Hey, Barbershop Talk TV. Sounds like me. I let my girl do the talking. Oh no, my granddaddy let my grandma have her way. She was real spoiled. I remember when I was in junior high school, my granddaddy worked for a construction company. He got paid every week. He got his check. He would bring my grandma would call home from work and she would say, "Has he been home yet? Go check the bedroom." And I always knew if he had been home because every Friday he got paid every week. It would be money on the table. And she was like, count the money. It would be eight $100 bills. And he would left that on the table for my grandmother to pay all the bills and, just do whatever. He would give her 800 and he would just keep a little bit for himself. And then when he needed a coat or something, he would tell my grandma, I need a coat. And she would go buy him a real nice leather coat and stuff. He let her handle everything. Um, I remember when the media decided to only show biracial couples and remove the black man from. That's exactly what they're doing now. Anola, they're definitely promoting that. Um, mm, yes, they promote that hard from cartoons to car commercials. Black wife, white father. I wonder why they're doing that now. Because they used to think that that was a sin to promote interracial couples. What do y'all think the agenda is? Why are they doing it now? Because they don't show black couples anymore. It's always interracial couples. I was looking. I see now more and more commercials are showing two men together. With children, two men raising children. I see more and more commercials are doing that to destroy the black family dynamic. Mm, that's true. They would show anything but a black man and a black woman. Mm, mm, mm. And we let them do it. That's sad. I tell you, that's too much power for them. You notice they do that on commercials, but they sure don't do it in the movies. It's only 1% of black people that actually be in these movies in Hollywood. Love who you love, but I've never been attracted to anyone but a black man. Um, Supposed to went to jail for fighting Blue Boy friend. Jay-Z supposed to went to jail for fighting Blue boyfriend that she knows about a boyfriend. She better keep playing with her dolls. Yeah, Blue is only 11 years old. Oh wow. Yeah, Blue is only 11. She's 10 or 11. I think so too, Nola girl. I think the media has started working. It seems like to me the elites are really working at taking down quite a few of them. I don't know. So I guess they give them power and they have so many years to have that power and then they take them down. I don't know. I guess after they do everything that they need them to do to the black community, they start taking them down so that they can raise up somebody else. There's definitely another agenda. Hmm. Um, it's interesting to me how quiet Puffy is, but I guess his attorney has told him to stay quiet. Yep. Anyway, y'all, I said I was not gonna stay on long. I don't know what it is about when I start getting on here, especially late. I could be up just looking at movies, doing a report. I could never, when I work on a report for so long, I start getting real antsy and want to do other things. Miss T, did you see Kenny Money new video, Sad Christmas? No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to go look at it when I get off. You're right, 11. Beyonce mad at her because she wouldn't go and see about Jay-Z. Mm. Oh wow. Mm, mm, mm. New to you said pre so fine. Diane is in love with Key Glock. That's her boo. I mean, she mad at her mom. Me too. I pray for all pre artists too. They said these little artists around the Memphis area has been beefing so bad. It's sad. It's almost like there's a build up to something, and it's weird that they all beefing and they're affiliated with the same labels. I'm talking about like Big 30 and Migos and all of them. It is alleged. I don't know if it's true that they're beefing with each other. D-Mon says Woo Woo is my boo boo. Woo Woo is tall and chocolate and handsome. He definitely is. he's got that chocolate, that dark chocolate complexion that's real sexy. Um oh, they said none of them is in town. Yeah, I promise y'all I can't move for my dog. She be right up under me. Like I can't roll over or nothing. She be basically up under my thigh. Yeah, I think they need to stay out of town because it seems like the tension, I guess, with the rappers have been very thick. I really can't understand why people can't just make money. Why they feel like they need to take people out. I really I don't understand it. Mm. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off because I need to at least work on this report some more. So if I work on it some more tonight, then I'll be finished with it by tomorrow when I start on it again and finish it up. But I thank you guys for getting on. I already know I ain't gonna even be up long. I'm not gonna work on it long because I'm tired. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I really enjoyed being on here with you guys tonight. Okay. Make sure you all sleep peacefully tonight. Pray. Okay. Make sure you pray and ask God to go before you. Those of you all that's got to get out tomorrow and go to work. Okay. Ask God to go before you. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.